When you turn over the page to a chapter called Jimbocho in Tokyo, you'll notice that this book town takes a step back from its hasty counterparts, slowing us down to put ourselves back in our own crazy imaginations. We're starting off the day with some tasty pancakes and a latte at the first ever Kohikan coffee shop that was opened in 1970 by a man named Kunio Manabe. The menu has mostly remained untouched since it opened, so it reflects the booming years of the Showa era, making Kohikan a coffee chain that has a retro feel to them, like a Kissaten. Now, let's go on a walk and observe all the imaginations floating around this neighborhood. When humans are in the middle of a book, they exude a smell called imaginations that float around their bodies, serving as a filter of the world. And all the imaginations floating around here makes this town particularly fun to walk around. It is now time for lunch at Edomai Sushi. This place has lunch sets for sushi and chirashidon, and is known as one of the very few female-founded sushi houses in Japan. When the shop opened in 1960, the world of sushi was still extremely male-dominated, and the sight of the owner, Shimeko Kurita, making her way to Tsukiji to source the freshest catch was apparently very famous at the time. To calm down our full stomachs, let's head over to a Kissaten called Saboru for some coffee and get some work done there. The polar opposite of what the name in Japanese means. Saboru in Japanese means to slack off or ditch work or practice, and the atmosphere induces just that, with wooden blocks used throughout the entire shop and the silhouette of the leaves outside filling up the entire window. It feels as if we stepped into a cage in the middle of the woods. For an afternoon snack, let's head over to Bambi, my favorite curry shop in the city. Its rich, addicting taste feels quite spicy in the moment, and it makes me drink endless cups of water, but it's a taste that keeps me coming back for more. Now it is time to wind down with some tea at Bunpodo, which has been around since 1887 and was the first art supply retailer to sell oil-based paints in Japan. Today, they still offer many art supplies, but have added a collection of artwork and cute souvenirs, as well as a cafe on the third floor with seats by the window, giving us a perfect spot to observe the many characters passing through the street below. This town is named after a samurai who lived here in the 17th century, called Jimbocho. But its identity as a book town only developed after the area was destroyed by a fire in 1913. With the entire town burned down, a man named Shigeo Iwanami, who was previously a university professor, opened a publishing house which drew in bookshop owners, students, and cafes, making Jimbocho grow into the neighborhood it is today. Here, the people we walk past or observe are characters from the happiest of La La Lands to the darkest of our worst nightmares. And I think that's what makes this place so special. This town doesn't offer us a jaw-dropping destination, but instead inspires us to create our own, reminding us of all the stories we once loved, as well as the ones we never got to enter, resulting in a mix of nostalgia and a rebirth of our abandoned creativity. To wrap up our day, let's make our way to Tempura Hachimaki, one of mystery novelist Edogawa Rampo's favorite spots. I initially thought it was ironic how a town like Jimbocho was located right next to the corporate powerhouses in Otemachi and Tokyo Station. It seemed like an ironic juxtaposition to the rules and hierarchy that prevail in the business world there. Yet, after spending a day here and observing the owners and workers of the bookstores, it was hard not to see the many similarities they shared as well. Behind the books that take us to extraordinary worlds are writers, editors, and bookshops that are glued to their computers, typing away to figure out their next big fantasies, or negotiating the best deals to buy new books. Rules and hierarchy exist anywhere, even in the tales that we are told. And it may have slightly taken out the magic of the books that I read, but my appreciation for them has grown. It takes a lot of work and dedication under the rigid structures of the publishing world to bring a reader into your world. And frankly, I feel ever so blessed to live in a world with so many talented visionaries.